Alrighty, y'all. Hello and welcome back. We are taking a look at one of my favorite, or a video that would fit into one of my favorite series on this channel. That, of course, is like heavy haulage, huge cargo transport, that type of thing. And these are usually very exciting. Now, you know, of course, from my American perspective, a lot of these smaller villages and, you know, certain roads and things throughout Europe are usually a lot tighter, a little more narrow, perhaps more challenging to drive around on, at least from my perspective, and then combine that with big trucks hauling huge trailers and heavy loads and stuff. You know, this becomes a logistical science, right? This has to be done carefully and thoughtfully, and I think it takes a lot of skill. So as always with these videos, shout out to all the truck drivers out there of any, you know, capacity, but especially these heavy transport ones. These are a big job that requires like a whole team in the logistical planning. This time we're going to be looking at a very sharp Volvo truck, I'm told, an FH16, I believe, and this is from a small, at least from what I understand, kind of a smaller area in Germany called Maxdorf or something of the like. This comes to us from a channel called Go Cartherman. We won't be looking at the whole video, just some cool clips. So if you want to watch the whole thing and check out the channel, it'll be linked in the description down below. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So there's the truck and cargo in question. Now I'm told that this is a huge, some sort of fuel container. I'm not exactly sure what. If you guys want to weigh in on that, please educate me. And here would be the info that I'm going off of. 32 meters, I believe, would be the length. This thing is 62 tons. And this is like the areas it's around. So I don't know if that helps for context. I also have this place pulled up on maps so I could see, and perhaps you can see as well. You can see Europe. This is in kind of southwest Germany, if that makes sense, kind of near Mannheim, Heidelberg, these kind of areas, but we're out here a little bit, you know, from the main centers, which would be over here. So let's go and let's get into it. Beautiful truck, as always. You know, I love the Volvos as well. Absolutely awesome machines they make, from cars all the way up to trucks. This is a big boy for sure, and it's two of them. Wow. I'm assuming this one is similar in size and weight. Two different trucks, as well as many support vehicles, as you would expect. 1, 2, 3, 4 at least. There was one in the middle as well. What are these things on top of the vans? They're weird looking, right? Huh. So this is where it gets interesting. You're going through small streets, you're going through these villages. This is where it always, to me, is absolutely fascinating to watch. Look at this triple axle truck. This is a absolute beast, and it's awesome. And look at this setup, how this is hooked up, right? Hooked up to the gooseneck right here, fifth wheel. I don't know what the proper term would be in, you know, whatever different languages, but yeah, this thing is beyond Super Duty, right? Crazy setup going on here. Damn. Also note that this trailer that holds this fuel tank here is very low to the ground in the middle. Look at how long it is back there. Whoa. He's having to go up on the sidewalk or the curb. Holy smokes. Oh, I wonder what this is about. Okay, so the driver got out of the truck, opened this door here, and did something. Was he able to raise maybe some piece of this. Love it how there's a random guy sneaking through on his bicycle. Very Germany. Oh my goodness. It's hitting the trees. I mean, honestly, better hitting a tree than one of these buildings, of course, but you can't really do much about that. That's crazy. It just shows how tight of spaces we're working in here. Oof, don't swing around and hit that van. Wow, you know what? He had to take it really wide up here. But it ended up working out all right. This didn't swing out too bad. I was concerned about that a little bit. All it did was clip a little bit of the tree, of course. Okay, so here we see the approach of the second truck. Got to drive right onto this island. And presumably up on the curb like the first truck did as well. Oh, man.
Ost ist auch frei.
Yeah, just clips the tree again, but honestly, not bad. Not enough to actually bend them and start snapping branches off, so can't really complain there.
Entschuldigung, was ist das? Weiß ich nicht genau, irgendwelche Gasbehälter. Woher kommen die? In der Nähe von Salzwedel. Ja. Ich glaube, die Firma kenne ich.
Again, what is so cool about these trailers is look at all these look to be steerable axles back here. And that just helps immensely, right? To actually swing this thing around on more of a linear and more predictable path, right? You know, if these were fixed axles, this would be horrible. That is awesome. It allows this big fuel tank to essentially kind of drift through the turn. It's actually really cool. All right, now we've skipped around a couple parts in the video. We're later on in the video here coming up to what seems to be some sort of roundabout. And we're at a halt because this is getting extremely tight. Now, I'm a big fan of roundabouts. I wish we had more of them here in the U.S. You know, when it comes to you driving your passenger car, roundabouts are spectacular. I love them. These tend to be a little bit of a problem, though, when it comes to this kind of operation. So now you can see they've removed another street sign, and this is going to be a tough turn. There's these, I don't know what these are, some sort of little posts that they don't, you know, they don't look like they could just yank those out. There's two street signs, actually, that were removed. You don't want to hit those. You hear brakes squeaking galore. All right, and here is truck number 2. The first one just kind of made a jump cut. I assume they got through okay. Oh, look at how close we are here. Dude, I can't imagine what it's like driving these. It's one of those things I always say, people, I think, really underestimate what it would be like to be this driver, right? I know you have a whole team of spotters and all this stuff, and that's essential. That's great. You need that. But I can't stress enough how, like, dude, I would be so nervous driving this through here. Like, you can barely see. Let's be honest, right? It's a lot of machinery you're manning right here. And, you know, things can go south real quick. I love that this second axle steers on that Volvo. I didn't even notice that earlier. It's freaking crazy. That's one thing the American trucks don't have. We don't have that going on. I mean, the precision and confidence of these truck drivers is incredible. It really is. Look at how freaking close this is. Okay, these steering axles in the far back are cranked. Look at those tires. They are cranked all the way out. Yo, what the heck? Whoa. How about it? Dang. That was so freaking close. I think they were kissing the pavement just a little bit with the bottom of that trailer. Not enough to actually scuff it and start, doing a little bit of damage. And they came so close to even just the landscaping. Those bushes, they got a little brush. That's it. That was actually incredible. They could have taken that right out if it would have been a millimeter shorter. This is craziness, man. Now they're having to go off the road again. Look at the sidewalls on these tires flexing. This is crazy amount of weight. They look to have laid down some sort of... Right? Yeah, okay, they're laying down these pieces so they're not driving on raw grass. I see. That's just a little bit. I mean, we saw a couple scenes. I mean, there's only so much in this video, of course. There's parts that we didn't even see. So make sure and, click the link, watch the full video. Not to mention, this is just a slice of whatever journey this might have been. This might have been a lot longer than that. And we're barely seeing any of it, right? But, seeing this thing, again, through these crazy turns, you got trees, you got buildings. It's wild. I think it's very fun. I mean, these videos usually do well. I think people like watching these as well. I don't know what it is about them, but they're very enjoyable and fascinating to watch. I would love to see more of this in person, although this doesn't, of course we have heavy cargo loads and happen in the U.S. Of course, there's lots of big transport special operations that happen, but it's usually like the only time I've ever seen it is on our highways. So that's not like, it's interesting, of course, but it's not like super exciting just because it's pretty easy. Our highways are huge. It's wide open. They're going mostly straight. I haven't really gotten to witness anything where they're going through a tight area with a huge cargo load like this. But like I said at the beginning, I think it's kind of ultra fascinating, at least in my eyes, in these European countries, because a lot of times they're in some very tight areas and there's some real skill involved and there's some real logistical skill, some planning involved with these. And I think these are awesome. This one was right up there with some of the best I've seen. That Volvo, or I guess that pair of Volvo trucks, was just awesome. Those things just do work, right? They look good doing it too. We got a couple really, really tight scenes, especially around that roundabout through this southwestern Germany village. I think that was awesome. I hope you enjoyed it. And please keep up the great suggestions. I really do appreciate it. I suppose that's going to do it for this one. So thank you for watching. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. Until next time, y'all, stay safe out there. I'll catch you later.